All right, looks like both teams are ready for this next series between Bone Fragment, Heal Me, or yeah, Light One and Still Bigger. So Disc Priest Feral DK versus Shatterplay, Anatomy Shatterplay. So what do you think the Shadowplay is going to do? You think they're going to put a lot of pressure on the DK or the
Yeah,
Feral?
after AMS is down, there's just DKs just take so much damage. So
I'd imagine a strong opener on the DK forcing the AMS, maybe a nice swap to the Feral Druid forcing him to play Bear form, and then back to the DK for a kill.
yeah, yeah. I think it's going to be outlasting this melee cleave burst, and so.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think
So
it's
DK's put out so much damage though.
I'd imagine the Feral Druid DK team is going to probably do a lot of pressure onto the Shadow Priest.
Yeah, Mage is a little bit slippery, so Shadow Priest, they can lock him down and won't have to.
Well, the fact that the mage, obviously having countless snares and two sets of blocks, or actually two blocks, just not the better kill target. Still you don't want to leave the mage alone, but definitely want to sit on that Shadow Priest. Forcing the early dispersion. Keeping the VT off, so polymorphs.
So you can dispel polymorphs.
Exactly, and snares.
And
very important.
Stuff.
It looks like we're just waiting on Bone Fragment right now. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's AFK or if he's disconnected, but just waiting on this Feral Druid DK Disc Priest team. As soon as they get back, we'll get this underway. Yeah, it looks like they're saying Bone Fragment DC'd, so we'll have to wait for him. So this is the first match that this Feral Druid DK Disc Priest team has played in this tournament, correct?
I believe so. Yes. Yes. They weren't played in the qualifiers last weekend, so.
Okay. Have they played together before? This is the first time thing for them, or?
They've probably played together on other classes, but I don't know about this comp.
So I understand that Bone Fragment, that's his main character, but what about Still Bigger and Light One? Are those their main characters, or they have other characters?
I believe Light One's Priest that's his main character. I'm not familiar with the DK.
Yeah, I can't say that I've actually heard his name before, but I've definitely heard Bone Fragment. I've heard some pretty nasty things from him, being able to put a lot of damage out.
Yeah, I played some WMP with Virtua and Anatomy, and actually playing double Feral Priest. And
oh wow!
That, I mean, the damage they can put out when Anatomy doesn't have any barriers is in.
I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, Ferocious Bite hitting for what? Upwards of 10k to even 15k.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's frustrating, but.
We will see maybe 8k max or 9k max from those Ferocious Bites because the resilience changes.
The resilience cap, yeah.
Him losing a lot of AP and crit to sacrifice for that resilience that's or actually required in the tournament, and then the mage actually probably going to get a little bit more resilience as well. So it's going to maybe balance things out.
Yeah, I guess when that happened, I think Springs was used, so it hit for way more, but. I know Anatomy is using the same amount of resil now as he usually does. So.
Okay. So the resilience requirement is what, 400 or 500?
500 mages and rogues and 400 for the rest.
Okay. So he actually uses over 500 resilience on live as well?
Yeah, he likes that
Wow.
much. I think he made a set for 500 Brazil and then really liked it because he had perfect stats, and so kept it.
Is that... I imagine that's specifically for 3. Is that... I don't see him actually doing that in 2s, correct?
I think he still does. He can still... There's some dirty shatters with 500 just because he has 20% haste cap. You get two frostbolts off in a deep and has about 32% crit, so...
So with that said, I guess we can agree that mages are pretty ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are.
All those poor hunters and feral druids out there, can only imagine. So it looks like Bone Fragment is still offline. Not showing any sign of coming back anytime soon. Any word from his team? All right. Very sorry about this, guys. Not too much we can do about these DCs, especially, random DCs like this and then not actually getting back on as soon as possible. So we're just going to have to wait this one out. So how many more series do we have left? Is this the last series of the night, or do we have a couple more after this?
I think we have a couple ladder in the brackets, but we are going to finish this out and then take a break while Anatomy gets all those series ready for us.
Well, seeing as Bone Fragment is actually offline right now and doesn't show any signs of coming back on, shouldn't we take a break very soon before we actually start the series up and then maybe proceed once they get back?
I don't know. Let's check.
I think they were actually talking about a break very soon anyway, and seeing as Bone Fragment disconnected and hasn't come back online, we may take a break here momentarily. We'll have to wait a couple minutes here and see if Bone Fragment comes back. If he doesn't, we're probably just gonna take a break, and we'll continue after. Yeah, did you actually read the Skype message, Virtua? Since Bone Fragment hasn't come back online yet, they're still trying to call him. They haven't contacted him yet. He's been offline for a couple minutes, and yeah, we can just take a break now, and we'll actually continue. Give them a chance to get Bone Fragment back online. All right, looks like we're going to take a 15 to 20 minute break here. We're going to wait for Bone Fragment to get back online. If he does, then we'll continue with this series between Bone Fragment's Feral Druid Disc Priest DK against this Shatter Play from Anatomy. So we'll continue with that in about 15 to 20 minutes, so stay tuned.
tear our skin up from the bottom, leaves our ankles bare. Don't just wander back and forth and leave it. Build it into pinnacles and shrines of some ghastly predicament in mind you'll find leads us plastered to a bed of hairs with me all called up near the bottom with my chest unbared. Oh but dear, the sky is low. Gather up its harm in guards with grateful arms. Oh but dear, the sky is low. Gather up its harm in guards with grateful arms. Oh but dear, the sky is low. Watch through and see men rig their riders so they'll graze it with their wind arrows. 'Tis in the fathoms that they brush below. All my dreams come back to me, back to me, back to. All my raincoats build on me, build on me, build on. Oh but dear, the sky is low. Gather up its harm and guards with grateful
Just give us one more minute. We're getting the two teams together for the next series, and then we'll be all right with you. Appreciate the patience.
Hello and welcome back to the Level 70 Twink Ranking Tournament. Right now we're having some issues with some of the teams. We have 3 or 4 series coming up. 2 or 3 series right now we're having some issues with some of the players. We had a disconnect earlier from Bone Fragment, so he hasn't been able to show up. So his team has been currently disqualified. Might not be able to finish tonight, so they're going to be disqualified for the rest of the night. The other teams we have coming up here are Resto Druid LOL versus Cream, Dot Swaps and Lollipops versus D3 Inferno Wipers, and we also have Why Didn't We Run Triple Tazig versus Swappertunity, and the final team is Blame It on Healbot versus Never Never Die. Right now, we're just going through. We're trying to figure out what teams are going to play when. We have a couple players, like we said, are AFK and having technical difficulties, so we're just waiting on those players, and once they figure out what's going on, we'll get back to you and we'll get some of these games going here within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So just stick around and give us a few minutes to set this up. All right, and welcome back to the 70 Twink Ranking Tournament. My name is Vuxy, and I'll be your host for tonight, along with Sin Anatomy, and we're gonna continue with the next series here. We're actually swapping things around here. We're gonna be doing an RLS versus RPS. It looks like Snuts, ZapX, and Frelex on the RLS.
Yeah, the other team is Skill Dance, Help Computer, and Dristan playing the RPS.
Okay. So we've seen a little bit about this RPS earlier in this tournament. Actually, earlier tonight, they've actually done some good things. Haven't seen much from this RLS. I assume they got a bye earlier. Is that what happened?
They did get a bye, yeah. The team they were supposed